Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. I'm wearing this. This, of course, they don't use anymore, but I like it. I think I've always kind of gotten a kick out of this, especially with the color scheme. But I'm wearing this for finally a good reason. Because and this is from a few days ago, but I just saw it pop across one of my feeds, and I think it's pretty interesting. But before I get into that, again, welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome. Hopefully you enjoy the content. If you do, it would be fantastic if you were to hit that like button. If you really like the videos, hit that subscribe button. It would be greatly appreciated, as I'm trying to see how close I can get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I would greatly appreciate your guys' help with that. So, with that said, I can wear the Arizona Coyotes for a good reason finally. Because, I think one of the last times I had talked about the Coyotes was talking about how expensive their tickets were going to be for Arizona State. And it's like, how many people are really going to buy these? Well, apparently a lot, because the Coyotes, according to Greg Wyshynski from ESPN, the Coyotes are expected to sell out every home game at Arizona State this year. That's something. Now, I mean, you are playing in a far smaller arena than you were in Glendale, but the season ticket revenues are 50% more than they were in Glendale. That's amazing. That's especially with the ticket prices. That's amazing, and it's cool. It is really neat, because I think this really could show Tempe that, hey, there are fans that will support the team. Now, depending on how bad they are, I mean, we don't know. Lord knows they've got a whole ton of draft picks over the next number of years, but that's crazy. It's a good thing, though. I mean, I honestly think it's a good thing. I mean, they say here, the Tempe City Council voted in favor of the bid in June to move forward with negotiations, and apparently they are expected to vote on the deal sometime this fall. So we might actually finally get a decision about the future of the Arizona Coyotes here come fall. And I think that's a good thing. Now, as much as a tire fire that this organization has been over their history, excuse me, in Arizona, I think, we're getting ever so close to actually finally getting some stability with this franchise for the first time in almost 30 years that they've been there, which is insane to think about. That this is, I think, their 27th year there. It's just, it's insane. But they are expected to sell out the arena. And it is, Mullet Arena, named for a family that supported the ASU Sun Devils Division I hockey program, will have an official capacity of 5,025 fans. The capacity for Coyotes games has yet to be determined, but it is expected to be between 4,800 and 5,000 fans. So now I know that saying that, you're selling out a hockey arena. You're selling out a college rink that only, that only, seats between 4,800 and 5,000 fans. Yeah, and it's gonna look a lot better than it would if you have 5,000 people in Glendale at Gila River, because that's an arena that seats like 18,000. So 5,000 fans in there, it's not going to look good. There'll be a ton of empty seats, but here it'll be full. From what it looks like, it will be full, and it will be. I think it'll be loud. I think it'll be very loud. I think the fans will really get into it, and it should be really interesting to see exactly how this is going to work. And I think, especially if the first few home games, if there's raucous fans that are really into the team, that are really enjoying going to the games there, this might push Tempe over that hump to say, all right, we'll give you this new arena. So, it's interesting. Now, the other interesting thing here, it says to compensate for smaller capacity, the building in Glendale, formerly Gila River Arena and now known as Desert Diamond Arena, held 17,125 for hockey. The Coyotes priced every seat outside of ASU student section as a lower bowl seat. The average ticket price for their former arena was in the $90 range. The average ticket price for Mullet Arena is $170. The NHL average is $154. But yet, they're selling them. They are selling them, which is good to see. And it said because of that pricing, Gutierrez said the Coyotes have generated 50% more revenue than all of their season ticket plans than we ever did in the history of the Glendale Arena. Now, granted, higher price, of course, you're gonna if you increase the price, you're gonna create more revenue because it's a higher price. But if people are buying them, then yeah. So, and of course, there's been the idea that people are, you're selling these tickets at such high rates, you're gouging people. Well, he said, we're not gouging people here. You're slightly above the NHL average now, while you were well below the NHL average before, and we're in a much more centrally located area. And that's a very good point, because when they were playing in Glendale, because we went out to Glendale a couple of times. I remember when we went there to see my sister-in-law when she lived in Tucson. I had wanted to see Gila River Arena because I'm like, I'm a hockey fan. I'd love to see where the Coyotes play. From Tucson to Gila River, it's an hour and 15 minutes easily, and it is kind of out in the middle of. There's not a whole lot. Glendale's not huge, and from the big metropolitan areas there, Tempe, Tucson, that whole area, Phoenix, it's out of the way. It's very out of the way. It's at least an hour from a lot of these places. So yeah, it wasn't exactly easy to get there time-wise, because you go there, you're gonna take a little over an hour to get there, and then when the game's done, it's gonna be a little over an hour to get back to if you're living in Phoenix or Tucson or Tempe. So it's a lot more, like I said, centrally located. There's more people. So, people will be able to get to the games a lot easier, a lot faster too. And it said there will be a standing, the ASU section, the student section will be around 400 seats. There will also be a standing room section of around 300 seats, from which the Coyotes may carve out additional student seating. The ticket prices for the student section will be between $25 to $50 per game. Now, for a student, that's actually not bad. Now, I don't think that's not necessarily lower bowl. That's in the student section, but I still don't think that's bad. Now, for a student that's going to Arizona State, you're, instead of going to a game out in Glendale where you're traveling more than an hour to get there, you're right there on campus. You can go see a professional hockey league team. You can see an actual NHL team playing there. So this relationship with Arizona State might actually be pretty decent. And so, I mean, it'll be interesting. And they say, yet the Coyotes play their first game on the ASU campus on October 28th. Oddly enough, against the Winnipeg Jets. That's cool. That's pretty good. The game will be shown exclusively on ESPN Plus and Hulu. So, if you have ESPN Plus and Hulu, or Hulu, whichever one you want to watch it on, it will be on there to see exactly how the atmosphere at Arizona State is going to be for the Arizona Coyotes. It's going to be real interesting. So the fact that this is good news for the Coyotes, and I think and the fact we might finally get a deal. We might finally get some stability for this franchise. Like I said, that's been a tire fire for the better part of almost 30 years now. We might finally, after 30 years of this franchise being there, they might actually have a somewhat stable franchise. Who knew? Who knew? It only would take almost 30 years to do it in Arizona, but it's looking like it's entirely possible. So it'll be very interesting to see when Tempe votes on the deal, and when they do vote on the deal, I will be right here talking about the results of it, whether or not they vote yes or whether they vote no. Be interesting to see. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think it's awesome that the Coyotes are basically going to sell out every Arizona State home game, or are you guys on the fence thinking that they still should get out of there? And again, if Tempe votes no, then it's gonna be a whole new ball of wax that they're gonna have to deal with. But we'll find that out probably later on in the fall, and I will be here to give the results of that vote. And I hope you guys will tune in. Will tune in to see it. So let me know again in the comment section what you guys think. And again, if you were new to the channel, it'd be awesome if you were to hit the like button. If you really enjoyed the channel, hit that subscribe button. Even viewers that have seen my channel before but haven't yet hit the like and subscribe button, don't be afraid. The subscribe button can be your friend. I swear. So and yeah, like I said, I'm trying to get to see if I can get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and it would be greatly appreciated for anybody who sees the channel who hasn't hit like and subscribe. Go ahead and do it. I think it could make you feel better. Who knows? But again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Hit like and subscribe down there if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys later.